Okay. Derek Roberts on Instagram. Who's your favorite all-time fighter?
My favorite all-time fighter, I think everyone should know by now. If someone doesn't write it below, that means they're not watching my stuff. But it's Roy Jones Jr. That's my favorite fighter. Just watching him as a kid and just seeing the things that he could do, I just couldn't believe it. Like, I couldn't believe that he could put his hands behind his back and hit someone, or like, pretend to be a cockerel, and it didn't make any sense to me, but it just amazed me. So yeah, Roy Jones Jr. is definitely my favorite fighter, and to this day I still look and take a few bits and pieces from him. There's only one Roy Jones, so you can't try and emulate him, but you can definitely take pieces of his game and add it to a puzzle. So Roy Jones Jr., that's my favorite fighter.
Shout out to real Roy Jones.
Roy Jones.
He was a phenomenal fighter. He amazing, some of the shots that he used to knock guys out with. I just recently seen him. It was a couple months ago. Again, Roy's he's a humble dude, and I like the fact that he's continuing giving back to the sport. You see, he's working with a few fighters. Have you had a chance to meet Roy?
Yeah, I have. I've met him a couple times now, but we spoke more in depth actually at my last fight when we was at Samstown, because we know we was in Kevin's corner. So we was actually in the same changing room warming up, and he gave me some good luck words before I went out. And he said he watched the fight in the changing room on the screen. So it was great to have my Mayweather Promotions debut, but not only that, have my favorite fighter see the fight and talk to me.
That is awesome.
Talk to me about it, like, just as I get out the ring. It's a blessing. It's a blessing.
Cool. Okay. The unknown. Who is your inspiration?
Who's my inspiration? I have multiple inspirations, but I'm gonna go with my dad as the main inspiration. Being around me, from beginning to just tutoring me through all different stages of my life, giving me the solid advice that I need, giving me the sense that I have, in its majority. Obviously, everybody plays a part. I got loads of family members who played a part in my growth and inspired me, but I'd say my dad was the main one. He got me into the sport of boxing. He's taught me a lot of what I know, majority of what I know in the sport of boxing, and even to conduct myself as a man. So I go with my main inspiration is my dad.
Cool. Family first.
Family first. Always. Always.
Who do you feel is the best boxer in the world right now?
Now, people don't like when I say this, but I'm saying Manny Pacquiao. Now, the reason why I say this is because No. Just hear me out.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Manny Pacquiao was the best pound for pound boxer whenever Floyd retired, right? He was the best pound for pound fighter in the world. And whenever Floyd retired, he'd jump into the place. Now, if he's still active, and he's still an active world champion, he's still beating the top people in his division as a 41-year-old man. He's still beating the top names. He's an 8-weight world champion. Until Manny Pacquiao retires, no one can take his place.
Yeah, and the one thing that I've really never liked about this whole subjective thing about pound for pound, right? Because it's just all a matter of someone's opinion. But as it relates to Manny Pacquiao, obviously I know him very, very well.
Yeah, of course.
He's another living legend. I mean, he's accomplished so much, in the sport, over the last 20 plus years. He's been the second best fighter in the sport.
This is what I'm saying. He's been the second best.
He's accomplished so much. And what really impresses me is he's doing his thing like you said right now, in his 40s. You know, he
That's
wants
it.
all the smoke. He wants
Still, he isn't
all the
avoiding
smoke.
anybody.
Yeah, he ain't backing down from no challenges that are out there. And it was so impressive with his recent victory over Thurman.
Mm-hmm.
That was very, very impressive. What he was able to do. Because I know Keith was the younger fighter coming in there, but I think that Keith kind of underestimated him, which was definitely a mistake. You know, because Manny Pacquiao, it's like, see, Floyd makes it look different. You know what I'm saying? But Manny Pacquiao is still, obviously, he's not the same fighter he was 10 years ago.
No,
but he still has enough. He still has enough experience and enough in his tank to be able to go out there and put on these kind of performances and beat a guy like a top
younger,
fighter,
so much younger than him.
Thurman.
Yeah, that's why I give him. That's why I give him the best pound for pound. I know the Canelo, Crawford, Spence, Lomachenko, all these names can be spoken about, but until that man, the legend of the sport, retires, he has the position. He has the position in my eyes.
Well, I mean, my opinion right now, if you know, I had to rank them, Terence Crawford is pound for pound the best fighter in the world.
That's just fair. I can't argue with that either. You know, it's
I mean, and
he's a great fighter.
And then obviously we can't say enough great things about Canelo. You know, he's right there neck and neck. He's accomplished so much, you know. But you have so many great fighters that are out there, and you know, they all are pushing to the, you know, to the top. You know, obviously I'm biased in this too because right now we have a young fighter that I think he's one of the best fighters in the world. He just hadn't had the opportunities to prove it yet, and Gervonta Davis. And the world will see. The world will get a chance to see that in the next few years, because the two divisions that he'll be competing at is loaded with talent. Loaded with talent. And so there'll be a number of opportunities he'll get and show these cats out there who's doing all that barking on why he's the best that's out there. You know, so these are going to be great times for the entire sport. You know, great matchups to be made for those divisions. And again, you know, once you get going and get your career going and get the experience under your belt, again, you know, the sky's going to be the limit when it comes to you. But you're going to be dominating these cruiserweights.
One of these days, Leonard, we're going to have another Instagram live. It's going to be another Q&A, but I'm going to have some belts just
that's
somewhere along the front.
Nice. That's gonna be nice.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Cool. Well, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us today. We had a great time today. Any parting words to the fans at all?
I want to thank everyone for tuning in. It's like I said, I don't go on live often. I enjoyed it. There were good questions. You guys are getting better with your questions. I thought there was going to be, you know, 75 KSI questions, but you guys are actually spicing it up now. You're mixing it up, so I'm liking it. And it was a pleasure to be on with you as well, Leonard, man. It's good to catch up. It's good to see you're safe. It's good to see you're doing well during this time as well.
Okay. Well, thank you. And thank you for taking the time out of your day. And, you know, obviously everybody's in quarantine, you know, but again, we really appreciate you taking the time out. Okay. And we'll talk soon.
Anytime. Okay. Love and respect to everyone. Thank you for tuning in.
Likewise. Peace.
All right, bro. In a bit.